Guys, this is absolutely amazing. This has got to be the largest old cemetery that I found out in the woods. So this is part of the trilogy of cemeteries that I was going to do a video on, that started with the destroyed cemetery in the woods, and then I filmed another old cemetery in the woods. And this is one of the ones that I was looking for on that video and I couldn't find. Well, with some help from my friend Sally, I was able to find this cemetery. And I'm going to come back out here. First of all, this place is huge. We're going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to show you how big it is. And this will not be my only visit out to this cemetery. I want to come back out here with my friend Sally, who's an area historian and knows much more than I do about these places. I was looking for something socially distanced to do today, and decided to try to find this cemetery. And I am just overwhelmed at the size of this cemetery. So I don't even know where to begin, but we're going to start somewhere and start walking through here. All right, so I guess I'll start at the beginning. So this road is a little bit sketchy getting down here, and I was looking. So actually there's a blockage in the road that I didn't really want to drive my Jeep around if I didn't have to. And so I walked to the hill and spotted a tombstone there and over here. And it just gets, once you get in there and realize just absolutely how massive this cemetery is, it absolutely amazed me. I haven't even seen it all yet before I grabbed the camera and started recording. Almost tripped on that old fence. So here's a stone right here as we come in, and that's a broken piece. There's no writing on it. I'll leave that right there. All right, so this is what I saw when I first came in. There's that one, of course, that one, and there's one in the trees over there, and then this area. And look at that one real quick, that kind of destroyed stone. That's unfortunate to see. And then this seems to be the end of this corner of the cemetery, but it goes all the way on back that way. I'll show you guys, but before I do, I've got to say what a beautiful shot of that tombstone this is right here. The light's just absolutely hitting it perfectly. Is James Zephaniah Deason, born June 18th, 1853, and died April 14th, 1901. At the bottom, it says, "It was hard indeed to part with thee, but Christ's strong arms supported me." All right, so there's one in the trees right here I'm going to point out to you. There's one right there, and there's another flat stone right there. You can see it, it's all covered up. And this is, I guess I'll go through this way. This is kind of going to be a bit of a reconnaissance mission today. Like I said, I'll definitely be coming back out here and try to get this place fully documented, but usually I walk around and check out a cemetery before I actually start filming. But right now you guys are seeing it all for the first time with me now, except for those up there. I did see those before I started recording. Read that one. This is George N. Terry, Company G, 46th Georgia Infantry, Confederate States of America. It's a little small one with a tree growing in front of it. Look at this great old cedar tree covered in Spanish moss up there. That's a real beautiful sight. And there's a grave. There's some kind of marker right there. Looks like just a field stone marker. And I got to show you these other interesting stone markers over here before we get back further there. There's more right there. But these interesting just quarried rock right there. There's a pair of little children's graves right there. Here's the, like Cody just said, here's the entrance to the cemetery. And wow, guys, there's more back here. The more I look in the woods, the more they pop up. Oh, look at this. And some kind of, it's interesting marker right there. See how it's in the big concrete plot right there. It's B.F. Meadows and Mrs. Pari Lee Meadows. I guess someone was out here maybe marking unmarked graves at some point in time. So it looks like we're on the back fence now. There's another great big cedar tree right there, and I just saw a grave below that one. And oh wow, there's more over there. We'll go over there and walk through those in just a moment. Oh, look at all of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a row right here. There's another one, and double headstone there. All right, so we're back at another fence. So I guess we're on the back side of this cemetery now. Look at this one. This is a military grave. It's George L. Maddox, Georgia Private, 157th Depot Brigade, February 27th, 1925. I'm trying to snake my way through here. There's fieldstone right there, probably a grave. There's another one right there. There's another grave there. I hope you guys are keeping up with the count, because I've completely lost count. Here we've got more. These are false crypts here. Just before I walk back up that way, I saw one I wanted to look at. There's one right there. Let me see if I can't pick this up. See if there's any writing on it. And there is not, so I'll just lay it back down. There's one. That looks like a relatively new stone. Oh, I guess it was the stone was replaced, because here's the original on the ground here. This is Nathaniel Boone, born North Carolina, died January 1st, 1885, age 70 years. An honest man is the noblest work of God. And the bottom this says, by great-great-grandsons, Bowie County, Texas. That's pretty nice. All right, so there's the fence. So we're at the edge again. So I'll walk back up here through these we definitely didn't see. I'm sure there's a lot more that I've missed out here. So these are some pretty interesting stones right here. Or some pretty interesting graves. Take a look at this one. T.C. Johnston is the last name. Born January 14th, 1866, and died February 4th, 1866. And if that stone actually goes with this grave, then I think it should be right here. There's another one that's like that over there. It's another child right there with the lamb on top. Another broken one. Look at this. This is just a big piece of stone here. Looks like that's kind of interesting. Look at that. There's another stone, but it's got something etched in it. It's hard to read that one. I have to come back to it and try again. And then this is always a sad sight. Here's some broken headstones right there, and the rest of the stone doesn't appear to be on the ground. Alright guys, well this was just a really quick tour of this cemetery. I tell you what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to get my clippers out and try to make a little bit of a path through here. And while I do that, I may read some of the names of the cemetery. I may cover this section that's up here behind me. I'll read some names up there on another video, the next video that I'll upload, probably if I do it in order. And because like this is going to be definitely a multi-video cemetery. This place is absolutely massive. I was not expecting it to be this big. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tour. I'm gonna do a little bit of workout here and see you guys on the next video.